My name is Bethany Shirley, and I am one of the education and training staff development instructors at our facility. Today, I'm going to be discussing a new process for employees when they want to request education consults. The team members of the Education and Training Service team realized that we really needed to have a more formal and standard process that was put into place when employees felt that they needed to request unit based employee training. So, what we did was we chose a method that we thought would be the most effective. I do want to note that this, although it's a similar process, is not the same request that you would utilize if you are seeking continuing medical education for your personal self. This is a little different. This is for unit based employee training. And so, what we felt was the best and the most efficient was to utilize the LEAF portal system, and that is how employees are able to request the the training. So there is a travel and training leaf request that is able to be found on the Overton Brooks Education and Training SharePoint site. And that can be the Education and Training SharePoint site can actually be found on the main Overton Brooks SharePoint site. And that is how you would access this portal. Any employee is eligible to request a training, and they would do so by clicking on that link, and it's going to bring them into the LEAF portal, and you're going to choose an education consult request. And then it's going to ask you for some personal information, including your service and your supervisor. And you're also going to have to choose whether or not you think this request is a normal request or an emergency request. So you're going to submit that, and then that is going to be routed to your supervisor for approval. If the supervisor approves the request, then that's when it will be routed to the Education and Training Service. From the time that the Education and Training Service receive and it is routed to the members of the Education and Training Service, there is a time frame that goes into place. If the request is normal, then the Education Service will have 7 to 14 days to view the request and either accept or not accept it. If the request is considered an emergency request, then it must be viewed and either accepted or not accepted in the next business day. So once Education and Training Service marks the request as either accept or not accept, the submitter will receive a notification and any comments or additional information if needed. If the request is accepted, a member of the Education and Training Service is going to reach out to the submitter and make contact, and then they are going to work together and they're going to complete something called the ADDIE Model Worksheet. And what ADDIE stands for is analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. And the Education and Training Service member and the submitter are going to work together, and we're going to determine what is the gap of knowledge, when does this need to be done, who is the expert. They're going to develop a training plan. They're going to figure out what the best way to get the information to the employees is. And then they're also going to look at how are we going to evaluate, was this an effective way? And so they're going to work together to develop the training that's needed. So the Education and Training Service, we're excited about this. We hope this will be helpful, and it is very user friendly, and our goal is to make sure that any training that's needed is done, and it's done quickly and effectively, and that way that we can always work towards making sure that we are up to date and giving the best care to our veteran patients. And if you have any questions or concerns, you can send these to this email group right here. This is the Education and Training Service email group, and we will be happy to respond to you and offer you all the assistance that you need.